right, everybody, this is Shake and Bake, and this is Heroes and Generals. This is the Vasilevsky build. I totally said that wrong, I'm sure. But in this video, I am not going to talk about the Vasilevsky build. I will in another video. What I'm going to do in this video, this is going to be I'll call this a tutorial, but I'm going to share old Shake and Bake secrets. I've not shared these before. And they may not be secrets, but I've had people ask, how in the heck do you lead targets? How are you hitting these guys in Jeeps? These crazy shots, you know, that I've done on some of my videos. And, hold on here. I got to concentrate sometimes when I'm shooting like this. So what I'm going to show you is basically how to lead a target, how to be successful at it, the tactics that work for me. And the tactics I use pretty much guarantees, I'd say I have like an 80 to 85, 90% hit rate on my second shot when it comes to moving targets. Hold on, what is that? And I'm going to tell you how I do it. And first off, I want to explain to you. The easiest moving targets to hit, and again, this might be common sense, but the easiest one to hit is when they're coming straight at you. So if you want to get a high percentage of hits on moving targets, you want to do what I'm doing right now, and that's get in alignment with the objective that's coming at you. Okay, you'll notice at the bottom right, I do not re-zero my sight. I leave it at 100 meters, whether I'm aiming close or far. I don't change it. And the reason is, damn, is sometimes the sight gets a little wonky when you start messing with that. The other is, because I have shot so long at that trajectory, say that fast, I know the exact flight of that bullet. And so it's more consistent for me. And the reason it's easier for targets coming at you or going away is you only have to deal with adjustments vertically, up or down, not horizontally. It makes it an easier shot. Okay, so that's coming at you, going away from you. Common sense. The next easiest target hit that's moving is your left to right, right to left targets that stay at the same distance to you. The reason is, obviously, when you fire that shot, and if you have to make a readjustment, it's not as much an elevation change as a horizontal change, if that makes sense, and I'll try to demonstrate that. Now, the last angle is the hardest, and that is the diagonal angle. That is when the target is coming at you at an angle, so there's a change horizontally and up and down, if that makes any sense at all. I think these got dropped. All right, let's push up. I picked the airfield map because this is a nice big open map, and hopefully we'll get to see some moving targets here that I can demonstrate this on. Oh, Mother Teresa. Now! God! The sway of the scope. You know, the more you have it modded, the more sway you're going to get. Part of it is timing the sway. You know, just watch it as it's starting to head towards that target. And sometimes I'll move it towards that target, and there'll be a little pause there where before it starts to sway again. And obviously, it's going to be more steady in the kneeling and prone positions. All right. Now, here comes the most critical thing. I want you to put your listening ears on, because by far, this is the most important thing. Now, when I take a shot at a moving target, the key to making the second shot on the moving target count, right? Hold on, what's that? All right. Is to always keep your weapon loaded to 5 rounds when possible. Moving target, 1 hit. Now, what I do is I noticed where that bullet hit. He's moving at a diagonal to me, which makes it a little bit harder. But the key to success is watching where that bullet flies and immediately readjusting the round based on the trajectory of that first round. You've got to really study that first round and where it goes. He's coming straight at me. See, I was a little bit late. That's just because he's moving, but vertically I'm good. And I'm going to lay it again. So now I'm going a little bit earlier. So see, I'm watching that round. I'm really watching where that round goes. And the more you study that first round, the round that misses, and you readjust based on that, your sniping, your long-range shooting, because not just for sniping, will get better and better and better. Just scanning these hills over here real quick, gentlemen and ladies. Let's just scan ahead real quick. We got some tank Armageddon going on there. I'm just scanning that hill over there. It's a favorite spot for snipers. I don't see any. All right, I'm going to push up, guys. I really was hoping for a little more movement. As you can see, the only thing they did... Oh, I'm not going to talk about the update. I said I wouldn't. I'm not going to do it. I'm not talking about the update. I'm going to hold off on another video to talk about the update. And in close quarters, go no scope all the time. Go no scope. You'll have a higher chance of it was nice. It was nice. That was nice. He's going to take the reacher. I'm going to go ahead and now get off to an angle here. And that way, I just wanted to play on foot, please. There we go. We can start shooting from an angle, and I'll show you what that looks like. Now, when you reload in this game, because this is not a realistic type shooter, you don't lose bullets, so don't worry about losing bullets. But you know, any lull in the action, reload, because on a moving target, it's critical that after that first shot, you're able to right away shoot another shot. If you are down to 1 or 2 bullets and you have to reload, it's going to be too late to take those next shots. All right, we're going to get off here in a horizontal position. The other thing, when you get up in here, don't put yourself on top of these hills. Put yourself so that the hill is actually behind you, and it's harder for the enemy to see you. And the other is try to put a rock like between you and the area that they're spawning from. Okay, so now I watched that round. I got to go a little earlier. One hit. Now I know the distance. Now, he's a horizontal moving target. I'm going to keep the same distance. I don't know where he went. I hear gunfire to my right here, so I got someone up here. Oh, it's a guy. That's our guy. I'm going to get right down here. A lot of people go too high on these ridges. This is a great spot right here. Here we go. Okay, so I saw that horizontal. Boom. I don't miss on the second shot because I study the first shot. Let's see what we could do here. A little bit harder with a moving vehicle, but boom, right there. Third shot, difficult shot. That was that, what I was talking about. That wasn't horizontal, was not horizontal or vertical. It was that diagonal movement that is so hard. That's your hardest moving target to hit, in my opinion. All right, let's do a little more horizontal sniping here. Just scanning the battlefield here. Straight on shots, obviously, are the easiest. It's all vertical adjustment. Man, oh man, oh man. Oh man. Whew! Man, that feels good. All right, let's find us another horizontal moving target, guys. I hope this helps some of you guys out that may struggle. This is not just for sniping. This is basically long-range shooting or moving targets. Oh, I thought that was a hit. There we go. Lead. I thought that'd be a hit right there. High right, a little lower, little that. Here he goes. All right, boom. Let's look for some moving targets here. They should have left that vehicle there, and we could just blast those guys as they spawn there. I will make one little blurb. The game definitely looks better. I do like some of the new explosions and things they have added. And it definitely is running better. I think it's definitely more optimized. So that's a good thing. Okay, we got some targets, I believe, coming up here to the right. Maybe not. I may readjust here. This is a good spot, though, to be in. Here we go. They'll be coming this way. Here we go. Okay, I watched that. I was straight on. They're going to bail. Oh! Damn! Now, here we go. Here we go. I'm leading. Here we go. Look at this guy right here. Just squeeze and watch that round. Readjust. Readjust. Here we go. He's down. How are we doing? 13-1, not bad. So just to cover it again, there's a straight-on target coming at you, moving, easiest one to hit. Horizontal, same distance, easy, not easy, but a little bit harder than the straight at you or away from you. And then the hardest is the diagonal moving target is the toughest. You want to avoid those if you can. There, now watch where that hit. I'm pretty close to spot on. That's a tough one of the trees. Okay, that's spot on. Distance-wise, everything. Oh. See, the reloading gets in the way big time of hitting moving targets. Way too early. One hit. Good on distance. Squeeze. High. I'm high. I'll just push up. We'll wrap this thing up. I hope this helps some of you guys out who have been asking. Some of you maybe haven't been asking. The critical piece to this is watching that round. Watch the misses, study them, readjust, align yourself with vertical moving targets, either coming at you or going away. Horizontal next, diagonal is last. You don't want to be doing diagonal shots. They're the hardest to hit on moving targets. Oh, this rock's a good position right here. I don't know why what this guy's doing. Is he trying to blow up? Oh, he's repairing it. Nice. Early. Vertical moving target. You don't have to lead. When they're that close, you don't have to lead extreme amounts. And again, I'm shooting all of these at 100 meters because I know the trajectory of a 100-meter shot. And that is just what I'm used to. Just scanning that line up there. We got right there. Just a little bit ahead of them. We got one way out here. Let's see if I can get this guy first place. And that's just because of the long-range shots right there, my friends. Not using my webcam tonight. I was having a little issue with it, so I went ahead and did this one without the webcam, but I do enjoy using that as well. We got movement right here. He's going to move back here. Low. So I got my distance dialed in. Good. Right here he is. 16-1. Right there, you see him? I'm going to see if I can peel off his backside there. There's not enough of him showing right there. One hit. That's two hits, actually. He's down. Once I saw where that shot hit. I did not need to readjust. I kept my right mouse button clicked down. I just fired away. Just fired that same spot. Scan this ridgeline up here. Nothing. We're good. This is a great position right here. Just kind of do some range finding. I got that range dialed in right there. Okay, now that was close by. And I don't think that's mine. Nope. Ha 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 ha! Guten Schnatzels Motken Kacke. See, listen, you gotta listen to that battlefield. I mean, he should have picked. Oh, he should have picked up on me being there next to him, but he did not. And that is probably the final thing: is listening to the battlefield to identify. Now that's the easiest shot right there. That's all an elevation change. This is probably the hardest right here. There's a guy right there. He's crawling. Motorcycle. He's moving pretty fast. Let's see if I can get him. Got one hit on him. They're going after him. All right, scanning, guys, scanning. Way late. Well, that's way late. And again, because I'm watching that next shot. I got movement right here. Late. I'm exposing myself too much here. Let me pull back. Perfect. Horizontal movement. And now he's dropped a little bit. Horizontal. So elevation is going to pretty much stay the same on this guy. He should be down, though. He's been shot a couple times. He's down. All right. I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. Hope this has helped some of you guys out there. This is a little just more on moving targets. You guys can apply this stuff. The big key, again, is watch those shots, study them, readjust, and practice, practice, practice. Cheers, peace, guys. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the likes. And I will see you guys in the gaming world.